It's time for Adobe Office Hours. The intros usually rhyme, but today we didn't quite have time. Welcome to our show about art direction. I don't know.
Good segue.
It kind of worked, and then we wrapped up and it landed nicely. Hi, everybody. We've missed you.
We're back.
Welcome back to Office Hours. We had last week off. We missed you so much. We were shut down for the week, but we made it back to you, and we are back with some more in Firefly Boards. We're going to be doing some art direction today. Nick.
Big key word, man.
Yeah.
It's buzzing.
Right?
It's buzzing. If you haven't heard, art direction is all the rage.
New York's hottest club is art direction.
Filled with creative directors.
That's it. Yeah. This board has everything.
Everything.
All right, Nick, what is creative direction?
It's what everybody should be, I think, striving for. It's kind of I think it's going to be what we all become in the next few years. It's really the overall art direction, creative direction of an entity, a brand, a store, a museum, a theater, a movie, whatever it might be. And I think it's the cohesiveness, it's the language, it's everything put together. So when you are navigating through that brand, you're making the right decisions based on those rules and what you set up with your overall. But then it's making sure you're doing it, right?
Yep.
I think that's the biggest part of a good creative director. They are sticking to that kind of thesis and that outline with every decision. And I think that's when you get really good creative work. Don't you agree?
100%. I like to think of creative direction that creative direction is a vibe, not a version, right? That we get into deliverables and we're like, version 1, version 2, here's a revision. Like, creative direction is none of that. It is just riding on a prayer and a vibe and trying to like communicate the vision that you have to other creatives, to the client, to yourself sometimes. You're figuring it out. And that's why I love using boards, because you can use it to test your ideas and almost like collaborate with yourself in boards to set this creative direction. I remember watching an episode of, what was that? Chef?
I was just going to ask. The Bear.
No. On Netflix, the fancy one. The one that was like...
something at the table?
Yes, yep. Chef's Table.
Chef's Table,
So I remember watching an episode of Chef's Table, and there was a chef on there named Grant from a restaurant called Alinea, and he had like the best metaphor for creative direction I've ever heard. He's talking about his menu, and he's like, okay, so I want to like have a bunch of different sauces and then like a canvas, and we take the paint brushes and we kind of like paint a picture using sauces, and then they can use different elements to scrape it off the canvas and then like have this full artistic experience. And then there's like a pause, and he goes, obviously we can't do that, but like something in that realm. And I think that is the perfect summation of what art direction is it is really trying to figure out what is the idea, concept, vibe, and then we'll figure out logistics later. So today we're going to stay in La La Land. Just
I love that.
Big ideas, absolute craziness, whatever you want. We are going to do that over in Firefly Boards. So let's hop over, take a look at Firefly Boards. And Nick, why is Firefly Boards a good option for setting and creating kind of art direction, creative direction for a project?
It's an endless canvas. You have everything at your disposal. And I think the number one reason is the collaborative kind of feature.
Yep,
100%. You can be on this with someone live. You can work on something, throw it back into your cloud, have somebody else pick it up and do the same with their stuff. We're doing it right now. We found that sometimes when we don't even need to on office hours, we're just using it because it is the best way to collaborate live.
It's fun.
And that's what we're doing now. I love that you do have not only the AI kind of flexibility, but you also have all of your kind of tried and true things. Yep. Adobe stock. You've got all your Adobe fonts. You got anything you're creating in Illustrator or Photoshop. It's all there.
Yep. Copy and paste, easy peasy. It is all here. I like that Swashington has already made a comeback.
Yes.
I think it's the official font of Office Hours at this point.
It was that one that was the one collector. I forget the guy's name. He was a really good typography kind of expert. We were using all of his for a while. Yep. But you're right.
It's great. All right, so let's hop in and talk about what we're doing today. We are going to be creating an art direction, a creative direction kind of brief for a little brief that we have here called Midnight Menu. So let me read you a little bit about what we're going to be doing with Midnight Menu, and then we'll take you through our process of setting the creative direction of a process using Firefly Boards. All right, here we go. The Midnight. Wait, we need to get. Hold on. We need ASMR voice. The Midnight Menu, a fast casual restaurant branding, is launching the Midnight Menu, a limited time campaign featuring bold late night comfort food created for night owls, gamers, creatives, and shift workers. The campaign should feel energetic, playful, and a little rebellious, using vibrant visuals and a memorable visual identity that stands apart from everyday menu. The goal is to build excitement through an integrated brand campaign that lives across packaging, advertising, digital, and in-store experiences. All right, so that's what we're doing is we are going to be creating an art direction. Now, again, this is going to be us creating a vibe, not a version. So we will not have final deliverables here. We're not going to have logos. We're not going to have any of that stuff. We might have ideas for that stuff, but really we're trying to just set the vision so that we can get started in our regular process. This is the very first, almost like pre-production era of work here.
I love that.
Nick is already at it, working collaboratively.
See, we could be doing all this together at the same time.
Live collaboration. So collaboration. And this is what I love to do when setting art direction is coming up with keywords and just like vibes and ideas. I have different sections set down here of colors, photo treatments, visual styles, all this stuff. I don't care about any of this right now. I just want to get words out on the page. And so as we do that, I'm going to actually make some more room up here. And looking at our brief, just anything that comes to mind, I think we throw in here. I think neon was on there for me as well. I'm glad that that made its way over. Let me see what else. What else comes to mind when you think about this late night menu?
Ooh, I'm thinking moons, bright purples and yellows. I'm thinking, let's see, a little cosmic kind of touch to it, maybe in its treatment.
Okay.
I'm also seeing glowing edges because not only because of the neon, but like thinking of like the moon kind of behind mountains and that glowing edge. I think there's a reason it works so well here. I really like that as well.
Okay. I have like, it's glowing. I think like some kind of like astrological thing could be interesting to like play with stars. I think something that's like kind of dreamy would be fun. I wonder if it's like a little tongue in cheek. Like it's supposed to be rebellious. Oh yeah. Okay.
Cheeky, right. It's playful. So I love that. So like those are great ones there. What about, let's see, we need kind of like, I'm trying to think what's missing here. Oh, maybe a tagline.
Oh yeah, maybe we do a tagline. And chat, you can see here, I'm kind of just tossing out. So college finals, all-nighter. Like usually I have a question mark if there's an idea there in my brain or like it feels right, but I don't quite know what it is. And like lots of food, I think is a thing. I think like
cravings,
stacks and stacks of pancakes. I don't know why.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And maybe it's like breakfast slash brunch, but dinner.
Question mark.
Yeah. Like and maybe there's an idea there that's like another meal. Right?
Oh,
like we have lunch, dinner, and breakfast.
Second dinner.
Why don't we have another one that is for late night? And like, what do we call that? And maybe that's like part of the campaign is that we're finding the missing meal or something.
Oh, I love that. Something it can own, right?
Yeah. 100% that it's like the campaign is like, oh, we own.
Because I love it when people say like second dinner, but again, like that's really not owned, you know? The midnight meal, night bite.
Oh, I like night bite.
Night bite. That's always good. I love that. The encore. The encore. I love night bite, but that's really cool. The only other one that came up was like, let's see, moon course, night shift.
Oh, I like night shift.
My favorite thing is we call it second shift. I have a group of designer friends that like we started a thing because we were always doing a second shift after dinner. Like, are you back on your computer?
Uh-huh.
But that idea of like, is this your second shift? Oh yeah. Now you know. That
Yep.
tells you everything.
I wonder
But
if we
for
play
food, I love this.
with like breakfast or brunch and we do like a night fist or like a sleep fist or like, you know what I mean? Like that, like it's another thing
Mmm.
that like dinner isn't fun to play with. Like you can't really do much with dinner.
Yeah.
Or lunch, but like breakfast is
Yeah.
at least 2 syllables. Okay. I think this is fun. I think we have some ideas here. And with this, let's go ahead and start building out any of these. So chat, this is what I love about Firefly Boards is when you're working on a creative direction, any idea that you have can just go in here. We're 100% not going to work in order. Nick's already starting because he's like, I got an idea. Whenever inspiration strikes, you can just throw it onto the board. You can use Adobe stock, you can drag and drop, you can copy and paste from Photoshop Illustrator, or you can generate images based on the ideas that you have. And the first thing that popped in my brain that I put in our like keywords was like a giant stack of pancakes. And so I want to see like college students in a diner,
Ooh, yeah.
like asleep on the table with books and an absurd amount of tall stacks of pancakes.
Yes.
Right? That it's like, oh, we went for the night bites, but we like fell asleep. I think that there's something about that energy that I feel that feels right for me for this. And again, chat, we're not generating these to use them as like campaign visuals or like any of that. We're literally just trying to get like, what's the right vibe? And what I think is great about what Nick is doing is, Nick, you're using Adobe stock here, right?
Yeah, this was my first shot over there. I usually would go to like, doing a search or make something generative. But to me, I figured this was the first thing. I know we talked about it earlier today, but this idea of stock, I haven't really just used it. You have the button right here to your right. And I clicked on it, put it midnight, and some really good stuff, even if it's just like you said, thought starters. As you were talking, I was looking and going like, where is something here that replicates maybe a thing that you were talking about? I love when you see people like going to their fridge middle of the night and getting something like this. This is fantastic.
Yep.
So it's just a bundle. And these, again, we're not using these. They're just there for photo treatments.
Yep.
Right.
And I think what's interesting is if you didn't know this, chat, you can select multiple images here. So as I'm going through, I wanted to see some, I wanted like the neon vibes and kind of like a little diner vibe here.
Yeah.
And so I can select all the images that feel right to me and then click on place on canvas. And it's going to place all of these images on the canvas. Oh my goodness. It's placing them so giant. So it's going to place them on the canvas. I know. And it will
Scale
do it.
is a fun thing.
Yeah. It'll do it in a nice little like grid for us. And so I think this is really interesting way to do it. And I actually think that I didn't do it wrong. I think that everyone has their different process. But I think, Nick, what you're doing is actually more interesting for an art direction is to start with stock and then use that stock to hone in your generations, to use those as references to then generate things a little bit closer. I think that's a great idea.
And do that remix. Like I've never understood really using remix until you want to make that fusion between two things. So let's say we have this image of the girl sneaking into the refrigerator, but it's not the art direction we want. We find the art direction, we remix those two. Yep. And see what happens. Oh, that is fantastic.
Right. So chat, we got this idea that was in my brain of like a giant stack of pancakes. I think it's interesting. Like the rest of it's whatever. The neon's crazy. Like none of the rest of it works. But I think that the like huge stack of pancakes is kind of a fun idea. For what it is. I'm curious what happened here. I like that we're like one person studying like alchemy like and one is history.
Someone forgot to brew coffee is what happened. You know what I'm saying? You know what's funny is do you find sometimes when you're doing these kind of collaborations, you might see someone on your team do something and you're like, oh, that's so not part of this. We won't use that, but go ahead and use it now. That sometimes turns out to be the pinnacle. Like sometimes the worst idea is the thing that is the game changer sometimes. And I love this kind of working collaborative because we're just moving all over the place and finding, You got visual styles going. I've got some photo treatments. I'm trying to find some colors that we could kind of pull from and be like, these work. And then your idea of photo treatment, are you putting that one in photo treatments or in textures?
I'm
The
kind of
pancakes?
exploring a couple direction ideas still. I
Is
think
that
that
more
maybe we
like
split them up into
ooh,
right, because it
bundles?
seems like we have a couple different ideas. I think that the late night is one of them. I think that the like college diner is another.
Yes.
And then I think that this lost meal idea is really fun. That it's almost this like, oh, we're trying to like find the lost meal. Right? That it's
Okay.
like it's kind of like noir vibe. Maybe it's
Yes.
like a little bit of neon with a little
Ooh.
bit of noir kind of thing. So I think let's explore this for a few minutes and see which of these directions really like makes sense, and then we can drill
Yeah.
in deeper.
Ooh, I'm gonna do my first steal there. I'm gonna steal your guy there doing the shh,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be like, make this in a retro style diner at midnight with pancakes.
Oh, interesting.
So just trying to like do some customization, like
Yep.
that to me is the poster. Like that's the poster going like, have you heard of our place?
Yep. And I
Like
think that
there's
like
something so cool about that.
what's sticking here is like a secret snack kind of vibe.
Mhm.
We also have like the neon sign, I think is essential, right? Like the diner
Yeah.
kind of neon. And then I
Oh, dude.
think,
Yeah. Look at our guy.
oh yeah, yeah. And then I think that it is more like breakfast-ish themed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I think that this is the direction that we want to go, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna edit that a little bit too and say like, let's try. Oh God, there's so many choices. There's too many choices. Bring an illuminating neon lighting to this image. Let's see. Of course, I wasn't in the right little dialogue box there. Add a let's see, illuminating neon glow at midnight to this image. I want to see what it will do because it's like that's perfect. Oh, I love that.
So
image
like
too,
I'm
yeah.
thinking of
That's the speakeasy in the
I was
back.
gonna say, what if it's like speakeasy vibes, but it's like a little bit of like detective noir, but everything
Mhm.
has like a breakfast twist. So I was gonna change it so that he's holding a coffee cup, like a diner mug,
Oh,
instead
yeah,
of a
yeah,
cocktail, right? So that it's like this kind of like, and maybe it's like, oh, somebody like is smoking a cigarette, but it's like a piece of bacon. You know what I mean? That like
Yes.
has the like smoke that it's kind of this very Sin City-esque. Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, I like this.
It's already starting. And like to me, this little thing happened naturally, right? We were like moving along and suddenly one image made a huge difference. And
Yep.
I think just seeing what's happening in this little area is really kind of fun. These could become promotional images. These could become the actual space themselves. This is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I think we
All right,
definitely
cool.
like have the vibe.
Mhm.
And I think as far as colors go, I think that I'm going to pull from a couple of these. And I'm going to break off and try to start building out some of the color visual style if you want to
Okay.
keep doing some remixes.
Yeah, I'm
All
gonna
right.
do another one. I think we
Split
need
screen
one-
action.
We need one that's going to be a little bit of the like maybe we turn him into the gamer. He's gaming while eating because we got to remember our gamer.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that's
part
right.
of
We have the gamer. Yep.
part of the brief. So let's go over here. We'll go back to Nano Banana and we'll say add a gaming handheld, right? Handheld gaming system to this image while he eats.
And chat, I'm just going to sample in some colors from
What we have.
this image over here. Just so we can get kind of the vibe that we're going with.
I love that.
And I want to make sure that we maintain, I think the blues are really important. I think the reds are really important. And And then I think that like the darker hues not being full black. Chad, if you're ever doing noir anything, don't ever make anything full black because it's not a real color.
Oh yeah.
Always make it like a deep like purple or a deep blue, and you'll get stuff that's like way more interesting.
Dig that. Let's see. Edit text image, and we want this to say menu. There we go. This is cool. I think the vibes are looking great. Ooh, I love the colors. It's looking good.
Yep. I think that we're definitely getting somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, so like, this is what I'm talking about, chat, is these both kind of look black here, but this is a really dark blue and this is a really dark purple. And that brings together these colors really well, I think. Like the top colors are really bright and vibrant, but this kind of balances it really well.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Nick's over there doing some changes on the signs.
Yeah. So we got our menu sign. That's cool. We could put midnight in there as well if we want. I kind of dig that. Let's see. Close. All right. Perfect. What else do we got here? Ooh, dig the colors. Got some mysterious photo treatments going there as well. Yep. Ooh, I'm going to mess around with some typography. So like.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Chat, we got it now. Oh, it feels good.
Let's see. Oh, gosh. I mean, this might be neat. I've never done like trying to get themed typography in just generating on Firefly.
Oh, interesting.
So like, I wonder if, let's see, rebellious font that says, I'm just going to try that. Like, let's get rid of this. And then we'll just put rebellious font that says midnight menu. I've never just tried that. Sometimes there's a whole new way to kind of like use AI that you're like, how come we've never tried that?
Yeah. You like discover kind of as you go.
It really is. And I think that's why it's a unique experience for everybody who's dabbling in it. I know people that are just finally like getting into it because I think there's, ooh, wow, it did a pretty cool job. Because I think Firefly has gotten them to kind of feel a little bit more like I could take my work, I could do something unique to it as well. And I'm seeing they're finding really new and unique ways to use it that maybe you and I didn't think of because we've been dabbling with this for a long time.
Yep.
You know, that looks cool. Let's see. I love that. What else can we do here? Let's see some other vibes we had here. Crave-worthy, energetic, rebellious, playful, cryptic.
Replace the.
What was the noir thing you were talking about? You had a few names there. You were saying like, what was the? How were you describing that?
Oh, how was I describing that?
Was it like a old vintage noir or like?
Yeah, like detective noir, secret snack. Ooh. I think that it would be like a detective noir. And I'm trying to work on some of these images to revise the photo treatments to have more of a breakfast theme.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, when you look at the whole thing, it really starting to sing.
It's right. And cool. That's what I love about boards too, is being able to have your images, start your art direction, and then zoom out and then see everything together and be like, okay, what is feeling right? Ooh. What feels off? Like you don't have to go through like scrolling through a bunch of pages of a brief. You can really look at everything and be like, all right, what doesn't fit here? And what do we not have enough of? Right. When you're trying to set that vibe.
Oh, wow. I really like this midnight menu one. That's cool. Let's see. What can we build on with that? So we've got, motion. Let's see. Let's see if we can convert this to something. So generate a movie. Ooh, maybe we find.
Oh, yes. Okay. Our photo direction is going. So we had this really nice, like foggy noir. I love the tones of this photo, but I wanted to feel more like breakfast, kind of late night. And so I put it into very replaced it with a coffee cup. So now we have him like still in the noir, but he's got the coffee cup kind of vibe going.
All right. Let's see here. All right. I'm going to try to remove the type and the silhouette of the man from this image, and then see if we can make a little video component of what this might look like. This would be kind of a fun way to show something cool. Ooh, with the bacon.
With the bacon. And Chad, this is again what we're trying to do here is I'm trying to make sure that the ideas like have at least a direction for when we get into application, that we have this kind of noir person of the person smoking. And then here, I want it to be more breakfast themed. So he's holding like the piece of bacon, which I think is so fun, like a smoking piece of bacon.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's
That's
cool.
just got that little, and I think that like once we start coming up with some type to put on here, and like, you know, maybe it's, I'm trying to think of what, maybe like find your missing meal.
Ooh. The blank alley.
And what I'm going to do here, chat, this is just for comping ideas, is I'm going to make a copy of this image. And then I am going to remove background on the top copy. And what this is going to allow me to do is take my type. And now with my typography, I can play around with like having it in the space and have, you can see there that it's, oh my gosh, look at how well it removed the smoke too.
Ooh.
And so here, oh, it's not aligned to the person. Let me make sure this is perfectly aligned. There we go. And so here, now I can kind of play around with, you know, hitting pieces of like where it's cut off.
Yeah. Find your
missing meal.
Ooh.
And maybe it goes like right aligned here.
Ooh, it'd be cool to like get rid of the eyes.
Ooh, yeah.
Like they should be missing.
And then once you have some like typography ideas, we can start plugging that into.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a version of just the type. I'm making a video, but while that's happening, you can go and do whatever you want to do.
All right. Oh yeah, Nick is generating video.
Yeah. Did it make one already? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Is this the video? No. Let's see. Nope, that's that one. Let's see. Are we doing the video? Generate a movie. What happened here? That is not a movie. That is not a movie. Movie should have the
It should have a little
movie
play
should have
button,
the
yeah.
little floating arrow on them, right?
Yep. And you're
All
doing
right.
VO.
Video. All right, here. Try it again. Get this guy. This guy. Okay. VO 3.1. Cool. Auto, everything. Generate a movie. Starting with the blank alley image. Add the text appearing with a mysterious film noir style. And have the man walk into the image. Okay. Generate. Give me a movie. Let's go. Okay. Cool. What do you got going on there?
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and organize a little bit more with visual styles. I think that I'm gonna pull in some of these other elements that we've been playing around with just to get a little more organized here when we're setting the art direction.
Ooh, we're making our first cut.
Yep.
We're only going with the good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I think that like this is in. I think this kind of thing is in. It almost feels like dreamy to me. It's very.
Yes.
It's very.
Oh, like that? Are you talking about that hamburgers one? That vibe there?
No, like the overall vibe.
Oh.
Like it's feeling
Yes.
very like.
A little cloudy.
You're
a little,
having
like you
you're
said.
like having a dream, but it's like at night in your dream, and you're going to a diner.
Oh, just now you're going deep.
Right?
Totally.
That's too
Let's see.
neon.
Ooh. But it could be a remixer. It could be
Oh,
something,
it could be an element to remix.
right?
You're right. Yeah.
But is it the right? Yeah, it's more of a. That's like an effect.
Yep.
Like, that feels like an effect, not something you would like highlight. But
Yeah. And I'm going to move
if
the
you
texture
need to.
pattern over here.
Okay.
I think the texture pattern is actually going to be neon sign window reflections. Like I think that what's happening in these three is the texture that we want. And then maybe it has some like grain to it. But I want to do some more like window reflection elements.
Oh yeah.
See if there's anything here in Adobe Stock, and if not, I can start generating some things.
All right, so we're waiting for the video here. As that's waiting, let's see. I just want to make sure it's good. We're gonna.
And I think it's raining.
Oh.
I think that like.
Oh, it is totally raining in our video.
Right. It has to be. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll go to you. Actually, I'll play it. I'll run mine.
Oh yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I think that like part of the brand is that it is like a rainy night. Like.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why, but in my brain, that like the neon and everything, like it has to be raining.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if we can get this to play. I'm gonna refresh the page real quick.
Oh yeah, go for it.
So sometimes Firefly Boards is always like refreshing. Also, there's a ton of other stuff on this board. Don't look, chat. But if something doesn't load, usually if you just refresh it, it'll like prioritize the load. Midnight menu. Oh, I love it.
Oh, look at him coming at you. Oh, whoa.
Love it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, that's cool. Fun.
Background and just give me the, let's see, midnight menu logo.
Okay. I think the texture pattern thing is here. I think that we can do some like noir film grain texture, because I think that is important too, to get some film grain in there.
Mm-hmm. What's our goal at the end of this going to be? Like a collection of the entire art direction, basically?
Yeah, I think that like we can like, as long as we have like little like tile pockets of what we're trying to do, I think that's the goal, is to set the art direction with that. Okay, we got this very like
we got our
very noir kind of black and white look. Oh yeah.
We got our logo.
Everybody's smoking. Why is everybody smoking?
It's like something we gave it. It's just plugged in now.
Right?
Midnight menu. Let's see what else. Deliverables, campaign logo. We got to do a mug or something that.
Like, we got to get some more breakfast stuff in there, I think.
I'm going to use your mug, this logo. What's another fun inspiration to put on there? Is it just the logo, or do we want to like, I think we need something cool on that mug. Let's see. Might as well try this here. Generate an image. Get rid of that. Get our guy and the midnight menu. Cool. All right, so add the logo to the cup. Whoop. And I spelled it wrong.
All right, so I want to see what happens if we get closer on a textures or visuals. And the only way I can describe it, which is again why I love boards, because I can kind of just describe stuff and it will show it to me. I also like that he has a cigarette in his mouth and another one in his hand. Chain smoking right there. Is show me the black and white image as if you were looking at it through a piece of glass that is reflecting the neon. So that's what I want, is like, I want this vibe, but as if I'm looking at this image through a window that is reflecting this image, right? I think that is the visual we're looking for, is that like we're looking at a main thing, but through a window that is reflecting all kinds of other things, right? And so maybe it's like there is a breakfast sitting on the diner table, but we're outside looking through the rainy window at this beautiful breakfast, and the neon signs are like around it, and like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that is the vibe, is it's both 60s diner and like noir detective. Like if a detective from the 1920s walked into a diner in the 1960s.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That's a good little setup.
Does that make sense? I'm trying to like, that's the art direction.
Ooh. I want to see what would happen if you just mix a few of those. I took some of your images there. Ooh, that's cool.
Okay.
Let's see. So use these elements to create a window.
Oh, let's go split. All right, we're split screen, chat.
Outside of a cafe in a dark alley. I almost want to let it do this without giving it too much. I'm trying to just see what it will do with these three images. Your kind of green dots, the hamburger neon,
Yep.
and then the logo. Could it elevate those together in one thing? So like, let's see. Ooh,
I think that
you
like
turn that into nighttime, and that's a
I was gonna
great
say
shot.
I want to see this image in our visual style, and this is how I like to test art directions. Is like take a stock image and then use that to kind of sample different pieces. And so I'm just gonna say, like, reimagine this image as if it is looking through a rainy window outside of the diner. And then I'm just going to sample a bunch of our inspiration images to see if I can pull in, like, if we have the vibes right. I think that is going to be like, I think that we'll get something.
That's the test.
That's the test, is like,
Mm-hmm.
is the vibe of what we have the right vibe, or are we missing pieces that could help like inform the other creatives?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to test it with this to see if it's going to create something. If that's enough, does that have enough to say like I know what you're talking about? Let's put together our first little like inspiration image of what the place looks like on the outside. Okay, so it kind of did. Did you see this thing here?
Oh no, show us.
So it's like, yeah, this is kind of neat. It almost just mushed everything into one window. But I wanted to see if the way you were talking about the light kind of like more at a perspective of the window in the alley and those dots having some kind of overall pattern.
Yep.
That's what I was shooting for. It didn't get it. I think I was just giving it a wild shot to say, like, can you put this together?
Yep. And I like
Let's
that this
see.
part of the creative process, when like you have an idea and maybe you get a little too stuck on it and you like don't know where to go next, and like I like
Yes.
that boards to me allows me to like have space to go try something new,
Yeah.
or to keep like piecing things together. Whereas if I'm an Illustrator or Photoshop, like I might get stuck and be like, I don't know like where to go here.
Yeah. Let's see, for a late night cafe.
Okay, I think that the saturation is probably a little bit off here, but I do think that we found the like kind of sweet spot of images. So I'm gonna put these
cool.
side by side, chat, so you can kind of see what is happening. And like what we talked about, like this is the source image, but then this is the creative direction that we're trying to build. Is that it's rainy, it's through a window, it's kind of like taking that photo. I think it could be a little more gritty and
Like
a little more
a
like
ripple with like the when rain gives you that ripple effect when it's dripping down.
yes.
It almost got a little bit of that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I'm going to go like reimagine this in more of a film noir style. And then let's say high contrast, low saturation film grain.
Okay.
Because I think that that's where I want to push it a little bit further into.
Sure.
And this is where we can really hone in and really show the process to the people we're going to be handing this creative direction off to. That it's like, hey, here's the raw photo. Here is the like next step in the idea. And what I didn't like about this is X, Y, or Z. So we pushed it to here, right? I didn't like that it wasn't noir enough. So I added more film grain and contrast. So now the editors know like, okay, cool. We need to like push it further in that direction.
Yes. Let's see. Make this more film.
Oops. These are our faces. I went to the wrong one. There we go. Hi, everybody.
We're back. All right. Let's see. What else can we create here? So.
Oh yeah. No, we got it. We got it, chat.
Oh.
It pushed it to full black and white, but I'm not mad about it at all.
That's the advertisement right there.
Right? It feels so classy.
I really like that.
I think that's the vibe, is that it's like I think we found it.
Ooh, so what'd you do? You took the raindrops image and kind of like applied it to that?
Yep. I like sampled a bunch of different images and was like, hey, replicate these.
Ooh, okay, cool. I'm gonna try that here with those two.
I'm gonna try to match him up a little bit better. And then I'm gonna try to do that same trick to where he is going to be like, we'll be able to put text behind
Mhm.
I just think it's a fun little trick to play around with. Where is that text? It's over here. And we probably need to figure out what we're going to be doing with type.
Oh, I know. That's a tough one. It made a really cool one that was like in that detective style, which I really like. But for type for like headlines and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I kind of like that, like almost modern, something in the zone what you got right now. Like that idea of minimal. Like
Yep.
it's not too it's a little confident. It's not trying to be too corny.
Yes. I'm trying to think of a font. I'm going to go to your screen for a second.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a font.
Let's
I think it's called
see.
like Globe something.
Okay.
And it's very like of the style. Oh, am I not logged in? What is happening right now?
Let's see. Texture on the man image
There we go.
in a
Okay, we're in. We're in. All right.
All right, cool.
Oh, and
I wanna see if we can get
we're refreshing the page every second. What is happening?
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Chat, weird things are happening.
You've overloaded it. There's too much. There's just too much good stuff.
I can't use Adobe fonts.
Oh, really?
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
No. What is happening? Okay, we
What
got
are you
it.
trying to
Everything's
do?
okay.
Now you're gonna say
It was
Wait
like
a minute.
I know. It was like refreshing the page every second. Okay, this is exactly what it was in my brain. It's called Globe Gothic. This is the font that I was thinking
Oh.
of that we could use.
That's got a vibe.
Right? It's definitely in the area that we want. And guess what, chat? Because it is an Adobe font, it should be right here. I can type in Globe and boom, it's there. Oh, that's 100% I think what we're going for, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Craving.
Let's see here. Let's move this around.
Oh, I like that, dude. All right. You going all caps?
Oh, no. Gross.
Nope, not all caps.
Find the missing
What's the name of the font?
meal. Globe Gothic.
Ooh, globe. Let's see. Now, can you get it straight from here, or do you have to go to?
It should be there. Yeah, you should be able to just type in globe and it should come up.
Oh, cool. Let's try it. So now it's in the file. Look at that.
Boom.
Okay.
Ooh, does it say cravings never sleep?
Yes.
Oh, that's such a good tagline.
Look at this guy. He's like, I got so much stuff to do tonight. I need to go somewhere. Oh, I love it. Ooh, this whole vibe of like no colors is kind of neat.
It's interesting, and I wonder too if like we can add. I wonder if we like add on photos of the, or like we add in elements of like pancakes and stuff that are like on it, or is that going to like make it weird?
Oh, let's see. Or
Or are we
what do
like
you mean?
are we full black and
having
white?
them?
I think we need some neon.
I know. I was gonna say like let's say here.
Where's
We'll
our coffee
go
cup guy?
down here. Ooh, there's a nice green right there. Look at that. Oh yeah. Kind of dig that.
Oh, I like the neon. I wonder if we incorporate the breakfast stuff as, I don't know.
Let's see.
Is it getting too noir? Maybe not.
Is there such a thing?
There's never such a thing. You know I love it.
Let's see. Nighttime menu. I kind of want to try to make maybe a logo. Now, let's see. Midnight in our globe font, right?
Yep.
Let's see. Where did globe go? Give it to me here. Let's go. All right. Midnight.
Ooh, I got some good copy. Sizzle after sunset. Tell me it's not good.
Menu, and then let's see. I had a really interesting. Let's see, is that the one? No, but maybe. Let's see. No. We need a cool script for this.
All right, we got about 10 minutes left.
All right.
I think I'm going to start kind of pulling some of these pieces together.
Oh, good. Okay.
Into the different sections that we have them.
Nice.
just as a little more of like a clear direction.
Let's see, bunch more here. Looking for that perfect font. That's when you know when things will get really quiet.
Yes.
When you're like, I know it's here.
In chat, this is the Sizzle for Sunset that I was working on. I forgot to show you.
Let's see. Oh, we want something more maybe handwritten. So let's try. It's all about the keyword.
Do this. I'm going to try one.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Chat, I'm going to, so if you don't know, chat, you can sample artboards. And so what I'm going to do is like with these two pieces that are kind of finished pieces, I'm just going to make artboards around them. And I'm going to try to like reimagine this image with the colors from the other artboard and see if we can get some kind of mix of the colors. So let's go here, and then we are going to generate image, and let's say reimagine this image with colors incorporated from the other images. All right, so we're going to do one artboard, then we're going to sample this other artboard, and then I think I'm still going to sample like this little cowboy cafe kind of thing.
Okay.
And let's see what happens. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. We're almost there. Let's see. Where's that green? There it is. All right, cool.
All right.
I love that. With the white border, looks really cool.
Typography.
So let's see. Let's go with white here. Let's see. I like that we found these models that are a little bit more today, whereas opposed to some of the ones that were a little bit too suited didn't look right. You know?
I totally agree.
So like if we take this one, let's make him black and white. Let's see. Convert.
And I think that I'm also going to do like, I'm going to do typography / copy here.
Yeah. Let's see, did we have another good texture?
I love that there's just so much random stuff, but that's like the beauty of what happens in Firefly Boards.
No, that's too much. Let's see
here. Cravings Never Sleep, I think is great.
Ooh. Hey, this one instead.
So Lost or Sunset is good. Nick, we should be copywriters.
Totally. I feel like we all are nowadays. Like there's such a need for it. And I think it elevates. Sometimes I was always feeling a little bit like my design wasn't enough. And then when it comes with good copy, forget about it.
Yep.
Like just all the difference, you know?
Okay. Typography, motion. I think that you have your video already looking good. Motion here. Okay. I might actually try to generate one more video here.
Cool. Let's see. Oh, I got a good one. Come on now. Give me a good high contrast black and white image.
Do it.
Come on now. I feel like we're really at the dawn of figuring out new ways to work on these projects that we're getting.
Yep.
It's like the projects haven't changed. It's just our approach and these tools to really kind of set you like completely loose at the very beginning. And I think a lot of people, I know for my sake, when I don't have a lot of time, I'm not thinking as blue sky as I should.
Yeah.
You know? And this helps me.
Yep.
So I love that. All right. Image. Get this guy here. Oh, yeah. Okay. There we go. And we'll get this one over here. Bring it to the front.
Photo treatments, colors. I think we got. I'm kind of just like throwing stuff around here because we got about 5 minutes to get something going. Visual styles.
I think I got the new tagline.
What is it?
Open for bad decisions.
Oh, I like that.
Actually, these all work because they're all in the same zone, you know?
Yep.
Sick. Let's see.
All right, there's our visual styles. I think we got pretty well. I'm going to move our photo treatments down here.
Mm-hmm.
Color palette. I think that we're still in that same color palette.
Let's see. What did I... Oh, here. Reorder. I like these little revelations of going like, maybe it doesn't need so much of the flair of the thing. Once we got into these black and whites and it feels like, I'm like, that's more intriguing.
It really is. Like, I almost wonder if we don't need the color palette, or like the color palette becomes like,
don't you think that's like our evolution here? By working through all this, we saw what was helpful. It got us to a point, but then those little elements are a little bit cliche.
Yep.
I think a lot of that is like, no, that's the typical. But these things that feel more real and more dark and more kind of like, that's a true customer in the shop.
yeah.
Those images look so much better. Love that.
Okay. Photo treatments.
And then I have this thing here. I'll give you in case you want to use that instead of our midnight. Like, to me, I almost feel like with this new thing with the Globe Gothic, I wanted to at least try it in a logo type for that.
Yes.
So,
what'd you do? Sorry.
It's right above what in your typography copy section. I did a little midnight menu.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the green.
Wait, that's great.
Like, yeah.
I almost think that this one's too murdery.
Yeah.
You know what? I think this one's bad too. Okay.
See, we're evolving.
We got 3 minutes left. I hate everything you've done. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think that we definitely are like getting somewhere.
Yes.
And again, this is not, none of these are final decisions that we can hand off to any client, but we're close enough that like we could go to the team and be like, hey guys, this is the vibe that we're going for. And I think that they would get it. Right? Like we set a pretty good creative direction here.
Look at these, dude. These look great. I love the auto size thing when you're moving things like this.
Yep.
Sure, you can use the collage thing, but when you're bringing something next to something and it automatically lines it up, I'm like, thank you so much, Firefly.
Yep. And I love the way that the type is kind of just like on there.
Mm-hmm. It's editorial.
Yeah.
And to me, the more different and the more like less obvious you could do, I think is more intriguing when it comes to destinations and places people want to go.
Yeah.
You know, this is now giving, I feel like, a totally unique vibe that we might not have come up with unless we went through this whole kind of like session.
Yep. I 100% agree. And I think that we now have found the like visual style. Let me zoom out. And again, this is why I love Firefly Boards.
Yeah.
I'm just going to zoom out and see if there's anything that I'm missing that felt like it was like really resonating with us. Well,
did you get do we have the pancake guy going, shh, this one here? This one was good.
Oh no. Yes, that one is in the visual styles.
Oh, it is. All right, cool.
Yep.
Get rid of that.
I'm going to move this. You did some like merch stuff that I'm going to put up here as well.
Good. There we go.
Um,
But again, like imagine now if we don't have time, do we? I was going to say like this stuff should almost like inspire the packaging and the menu and everything, like these incredible moody images.
Yep.
I just absolutely love.
And maybe next week we'll actually build this out and show you what comes next after you've done the creative direction.
The evolution of Midnight Menu.
That's it.
Yes.
So chats, this is it. Thank you for joining us. This is what we created here, and this is how you can use Firefly Boards to create an art direction, a creative direction going into a project. None of this is final. None of this is like deliverables. But I think that if we had a creative team and this was the brief we were working off of, we could keep going and create something really cool, which we might do next week. So thanks for joining us. This was a really fun one. I definitely think we are going to be revisiting it in future weeks, and hopefully you will be there to help us out as we develop. Nick, any closing thoughts?
Have fun with this. This is so much fun. I feel like this is the perfect thing you would give to someone, better than any mood board, or anything, because you and a team can do this together, and now everyone agrees.
Yep. And maybe next
Love
week we will share this board with you, chat, so that you can kind of like riff off of it and see if you have any ideas as well as you play around in Firefly Boards. But I think we are going to be coming back to this, and we're going to be building it out a bit more and realizing what the vision is here, because I do think that we have a pretty good vision. And we can expand into what does the store look like, what do promotions look like, what do ads look like. I think a lot of those things we can develop here. So I'm excited.
All right.
All right. We will see you next week for another episode of Office Hours. Bye, everybody.
Later.